You see those numbers? Yeah, that's the reality of big city living in 2025. It feels like every time you refresh Zillow, prices are higher, interest rates are climbing faster than a squirrel up a tree, and that dream of owning your own place? It feels further away than ever. But hold on, because what if I told you there are still places in the US where you can find a house for less than the price of a Tesla? Seriously, we're talking about towns where the American dream isn't dead, it's just chilling out, waiting for you to discover it. No, you won't be bumping elbows with celebrities at the local coffee shop, but you might actually be able to afford the coffee, the shop, and maybe even the whole dang block. We're about to dive into 7 US towns where you can still score a house for under $100,000 in 2025. Let's go. First up, we're heading to the heartland of America, to Danville, Illinois. This town's got a certain charm to it. Think tree-lined streets, friendly neighbors waving from their porches, and a pace of life that's a little slower, a little more relaxed. The median home price here? Around $85,000. That's less than a new Tesla Model 3, folks. Now Danville's not perfect. It's got its share of challenges, like many Midwestern towns. Property taxes can be a bit of a bite, and like any town, there are safer areas and areas you might want to avoid. But for that price, you're getting a lot of house. Think about it, you could actually have a backyard for less than the cost of a parking spot in San Francisco. Danville's got good schools too, if you're thinking about raising a family. And for all you history buffs, the town's got some beautiful historic architecture. If you're looking for a place to escape the craziness, a place where you can actually afford to buy a house, put down roots, and maybe even have some money left over to actually enjoy life, well, Danville might just be the hidden gem you've been searching for. Just, maybe invest in a good winter coat. Those Midwest winters can be a bit brisk. Next up, we're heading south to Brownsville, Tennessee, where the tea is sweet, the hospitality is even sweeter, and the housing prices make you wonder if you've stepped back in time. The average home price here is hovering around $95,000. That's less than what some people pay in rent for a year in New York City. Brownsville is about as authentically Southern as it gets. Think front porches with rocking chairs, the smell of barbecue in the air, and a pace of life that's about as slow and steady as the Mississippi River. You won't find any Michelin-starred restaurants here, but you will find some of the best darn home cooking you've ever had. And the music? Let's just say Brownsville's got soul. If you're looking for a place to slow down, enjoy life's simple pleasures, and maybe even take up guitar lessons, Brownsville might just be the place to hang your hat. Now, for all you city slickers who aren't quite ready to trade in your Starbucks for a tractor, don't worry, we've got you covered. Let me introduce you to Elmira, New York. Nestled in the heart of the beautiful Finger Lakes region, Elmira offers a unique blend of small-town charm and big city accessibility. The average home price here? Around $90,000. That's right. You can snag a piece of this picturesque paradise for less than the price of a decent used car in some parts of California. Elmira's got a lot going for it. For starters, the scenery is absolutely breathtaking. Think rolling hills, shimmering lakes, and those stunning fall colors that'll make you want to break out your best flannel and go apple picking. And speaking of fall, Elmira is a haven for foodies. From fresh apple cider donuts to locally sourced wines and cheeses, your taste buds will thank you. Plus, with its proximity to major cities like New York City and Philadelphia, you can always escape for a weekend getaway. But let's be real, Elmira's not all sunshine and roses. Winters here can be, well, let's just say you're going to want to invest in a good snow shovel. But hey, think of all the hot chocolate you'll be able to afford in your very own, very affordable home. Chapter 4, Gadsden, Alabama. Southern hospitality meets affordable living. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed down south again, to Gadsden, Alabama. Now, if you're looking for a place where the pace of life is a little slower, the people are a little friendlier, and the sweet tea flows like water, look no further. Gadsden is the real deal. A place where you can still find genuine Southern hospitality without breaking the bank. The average home price here is around $85,000, that's less than a year's worth of rent in some cities. So what do you get for that price? Well, for starters, you're practically next door to some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. We're talking about the mighty Coosa River, folks, perfect for fishing, boating, or just soaking up those stunning Alabama sunsets. Gadsden's also got a rich history. You can explore the city's industrial past at the Gadsden Museum of Art, or step back in time at the Nakalula Falls Park and Campground. Now Gadsden's not perfect. The job market can be a little tough, especially if you're in a specialized field. But if you're willing to put in a little work, or maybe embrace the entrepreneurial spirit and start your own thing, Gadsden's a great place to make your mark. Plus, with housing costs this low, you'll actually have some money left over to enjoy all that Gadsden has to offer. Howdy partners, and welcome to Wichita Falls, Texas. Now, this ain't your grandpappy's Texas town. Well, actually it might be, but that's part of its charm. Wichita Falls is a city with a rich history, a whole lot of heart, and most importantly, some of the most affordable housing in the Lone Star State. We're talking about an average home price of around $98,000. That's right folks, you can live out your Texas dreams without breaking the bank. Now, Wichita Falls might not have the glitz and glamour of Dallas or Austin, but it more than makes up for it with its down-to-earth charm and of course, its affordability. This is a city that's proud of its roots, with a strong sense of community and a whole lot of Texas pride. Plus, Wichita Falls is home to Sheppard Air Force Base, which means there's a strong military presence here, and that usually translates to a stable economy and a strong sense of community. Wichita Falls might not be the first city that comes to mind when you think of Texas, but it's definitely worth a look, especially if you're looking for affordability, a strong sense of community, and a whole lot of that famous Texas hospitality. Hold on to your hats folks, because we're about to bust some myths wide open. Yeah, you heard me right, we're going to Peoria, Illinois. Now I know what you're thinking, Peoria? Isn't that like the middle of nowhere? Well, here's the thing, that's exactly what makes it so great. Peoria is like that friend who's always down for an adventure, always up for a good time, and never ever judges your questionable dance moves. It's unpretentious, it's got character, and it's got something for everyone. Plus, and this is the really important part, Peoria is crazy affordable. We're talking about an average home price of around $95,000. That's less than the cost of a semester of college in some places. So what do you get for that incredibly reasonable price tag? Well, for starters, Peoria's got a surprisingly vibrant arts and culture scene. Check out a show at the Peoria Civic Center, wander through the galleries at the Peoria Riverfront Museum, or catch a performance by the Peoria Symphony Orchestra. And if you're a foodie, get ready to loosen your belt, because Peoria's got some seriously good eats. From classic Midwestern comfort food to international flavors, you'll find it all here. Peoria might not be the first city that comes to mind when you're planning your next big move, but trust me on this one. It's affordable, it's got character, and it's full of surprises. Ahoy there mateys, and welcome to Saginaw, Michigan, where the Great Lakes meet small-town charm, and the housing prices won't make you walk the plank. That's right folks, we're talking about an average home price of around $80,000. You heard me right, $80,000. You could practically buy a whole pirate ship for that price in some coastal cities. But here in Saginaw, that gets you a cozy place to call home, with enough left over to enjoy all that this charming city has to offer. Now Saginaw's had its ups and downs, just like any city, but it's a city that's resilient, it's got heart, and it's got a whole lot of potential. Plus, with its prime location on the banks of the Saginaw River, you've got all the beauty of the Great Lakes right at your fingertips. Spend your summers swimming, fishing, and boating, and your winters embracing your inner child and building epic snow forts. Just make sure you build a moat to keep those pesky neighbors out. Saginaw might not be the first city that comes to mind when you think of Michigan, but it's a hidden gem just waiting to be discovered. So, there you have it folks, 7 incredible towns across the US where you can still achieve the American dream of homeownership for under $100,000. From the rolling hills of Tennessee to the shores of the Great Lakes, from the heart of the Midwest to the charm of the South, there's a place out there for everyone. Sure, these towns might not have the glitz and glamour of big city life, but they offer something even more valuable. A sense of community, a slower pace of life, and the opportunity to live comfortably without breaking the bank. So, what are you waiting for? Start packing your bags, folks, because the American dream is calling, and it's more affordable than you think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to help others find their dream home too.